Looking for a quality used vehicle or to sell your pride and joy? Tired of the online noise and disappointment? My Car Now is a Johannesburg-based online dealership offering our clients high-quality used motor vehicles. We pride ourselves on walking our clients through the process of buying or selling their cars. All our vehicles are prepared with excellence and utmost integrity, and we value the long-term relationship with all our clients. If you're in the market or looking to sell, mycarnow.co.za should be your choice.
Before we go into depth with this video, guys, what's your favorite pickup currently for sale? Because at the minute, we are absolutely spoiled for choice. Me, personally, it's gotta be the current generation Ford Ranger. I absolutely love them. And I love each and every derivative, from the single turbo to the bi-turbo 2-liter to the 3-liter V6 diesel, which we are driving today in the Wildtrak form, all the way up to the Raptor. Just a little bit too heavy on fuel for my liking. But they all are absolutely tremendous vehicles. And to be honest, kind of disappointed that Toyota hasn't upgraded their current Hilux to really compete properly with this current generation of Ford Ranger. That being said, let's talk about this 3-liter turbo diesel V6. It is brilliant, right? It is brilliant. In the Ranger, it develops 184 kilowatts and 600 newton meters of torque, which is plenty. And because it's mated to their super slick 10-speed automatic gearbox, this thing is a joy to drive. I mean, I can think that most people buying this will be a daily. This will be a daily. And it is phenomenal. Now, mentioning that 10-speed automatic gearbox, you'd think it'll struggle to find the right gear for the right time, but it doesn't. It's always just right. And because of the linear way that this engine develops its power, it's just so super good. You see, a lot of people think that this engine is the same engine that was featured in the previous generation VW Amarok. No. It is in fact not. They are completely different units. Yes, the current generation Amarok also uses the very same 3-liter V6 turbo diesel engine with a gearbox, because both vehicles were developed at the same time. So the V6 turbo diesel currently doing duty in this generation of Ranger was developed all the way back in 2004, and through the years have been featured in many of Ford's products, including the F-150. And then later on, the engine did duty in the Land Rover Discovery 5 SDV6, where it just so happens to produce a cool 225 kilowatts of power and 700 newton meters of torque. And that got the conspiracy theorist in me going, because I know that there's been so much complaints about the fuel consumption of the current Ranger Raptor. But I just want to mention this. I don't know if anybody from PR or product development or whatever from Ford is listening to me, but I think if you put this engine with the tune that did duty in the Discovery 5 into a new Raptor diesel version, you'll have an absolute banger of a vehicle, and it will be extremely popular. Because, man, the only thing that the current Raptor needs is a powerful V6 turbo diesel engine. Okay, let me take my tinfoil hat off for a moment, and let me just tell you about this vehicle. Right, so it's powerful. It's got a lot of torque. The power delivery is very linear, and henceforth 0 to 100 kilometers an hour goes by in 8.5 seconds. And then you think, even though this is a 3-liter turbo diesel V6, that it'll be very heavy on fuel. But in fact, it's actually not too bad. It's been claimed that it'll be around about the combined cycle of 8.5 liters per 100 Ks. But in real world driving, I think 10 kilometers per liter or 10 liters per 100 kilometers would be kind of more of an accurate figure. And then, of course, top speed is neither here nor there, but gel time. So it is fast enough. It's got linear power. You can daily this. It'll be a fantastic vehicle, and I mean, you won't get bored of it. And I think it actually provides an exceptional platform for those of you who may be very keen to build yourself an overlanding vehicle, as I think the drivetrain with the 4x4 ability of this does really lend itself to becoming a very, very good overlanding vehicle. So, okay, this is my opinion, but I've driven quite a few of the current pickups available here in South Africa. But I can honestly say that there is not another bakkie that can tow as well as this generation of Ranger.
One of the main reasons you should choose the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 3-liter V6 over the other models in the range is that it gets a far more SUV-like interior, making it feel special. We will now attempt to run through as quickly as possible most of the extensive list of features this powerhouse offers. 8-way powered seats for driver and passenger, LED ambient interior lighting, upfitted auxiliary 6-switch pack, 12-inch color touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, B&O Premier speaker system, personal electronic management, wireless charging, smart keyless entry, push to start button, dual zone climate control including second row vents, 9 airbags, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision assist, reverse brake assist, lane keeping system, road departure warning, selected driver modes, front and rear parking sensors, advanced active park assist, and our demo unit also came with Ford's Pro Trailer backup assist. And to top it all off, a 360-degree view camera and so much more.
If you love the Wildtrak, you'll love this interior. Yes, we've got the darker roof lining, we've got the black leather with the orange stitching, and if you're into that kind of thing, you'll really appreciate this vehicle. Also, another thing that I quite like, which was missing in the previous generation of Ford Ranger, it simply didn't have enough cup holders. Oh, but boy oh boy, they got it right in this. You even now have cup holders on the sides opposite the air vents. So let's just say you wake up one morning and somebody says to you, hey, Mr., Miss, Mrs., whatever, here's R1 million. You have to go and buy a pickup. You have to. But this is, as crazy as it sounds, this is what these things cost. What would you buy? I'd be interested to know. Vehicles like this is not really a bakkie in the true sense anymore, because you're not going to be chucking bricks and debris on the back and roughing and toughing it out with this. This really is like more of a sports utility vehicle, if I'm quite honest. It's got the practicality of a bakkie. I know it's not an SUV, you've got the Everest, but in all honesty, for what most people will use it for is the lifestyle offering that bakkies open up to the market. One of the coolest things on this vehicle that's actually made me purposefully switch the engine off without putting it into park is this. Check this out. You just can't get enough of it. bakkie is very comfortable. It feels plush. It's nippy, but it's also really well made. There are no rattles, none of that. And I absolutely love it. The leather is quality. It's visually appealing. It's sporty. The steering has got kind of a heavy feel to it, which I actually quite like. Visibility is excellent. The mirrors are great. You've got all sorts of driver aids. And all of that makes this an absolutely fantastic offering from Ford. And it's hard not to like.